Melissa. Thank you for being here with us. Thank you for saying yes to our session for this month of being stronger together.
It's a pleasure to be here. And you are a very difficult person to say no to because you've got such an amazing energy that you're always so welcoming and inviting. Why would I not say yes to you, Adeline?
Thank you. I'm very privileged and honored to have you, actually. I learned a lot from you because I've been watching your videos and get to know you better. And I was actually going through your videos last year about not mindfulness, but something to do with to be aware. I think something along that topic. And I was listening, and your sound is so soothing to me. Like I really felt the calmness in it. That's why you must be on our platform to share your wise knowledge and everything that you have to us. But today we're going to focus on one topic that is one of the favorite, I guess, that is very impactful, which is mindfulness, right? Okay. So today we have Melissa. Melissa actually profound power of music with her passion and personal development. Actually, Melissa, would you mind introduce yourself in a very more creative way? Because the words are, yeah.
Sure, no problem. So my name is Melissa Indot. I'm from Malaysia. I am a singer-songwriter and performer. I've also DJ'd in my time, and I've had a very small career in the UK, and I've had a substantially successful career in Malaysia. I have, however, kind of semi-retired from the business. The music is very much very, very big part of my life. In fact, a friend always says music is the language of the soul, and I really agree with that. Yeah. I've always used music as a way to connect with my emotions and my feelings, and also to help me navigate my emotions and also navigate different seasons and cycles of my life, particularly those seasons and cycles of my life that have been challenging. Yeah. And so what I do today is I'm a transformational life coach. So essentially, as a life coach, and there are many, many life coaches around the world now, but as a life coach, I would be your number one cheerleader. I would be the person who would support and guide you to find the answers that you're looking for. I don't give them to you, but I guide you to find the answers you're looking for that you already have within you. That's what I do as a life coach. Wow. Why, as a transformational life coach, is my particular area of specialty is to support you in your transformation, in moving through your limiting mindsets, or actually, to be very honest, completely transforming and changing your life. And in particular, I work with connecting you with your inner child, connecting you with your dreams, so that you can breathe life into your dreams again and actually live your dream life. Okay. Yes. So I believe that everybody's greatest purpose in life is to be you. There's only one of you. Your purpose is to be you, because as being wholly you, you create impact. Now, part of that journey of being a transformational life coach is I have been blessed to be able to combine my passion for personal growth, hence being a life coach, with my passion for music. And so I, if you like, represent the intersection of music and personal growth, because I incorporate music in all my programs and courses and all the one-on-one coaching that I do. I use music as a vehicle to help you connect with your emotions.
I do realize that, because there's a lot of reels and IGTVs that you share on your Instagram that is all about your music, and you will talk and you will play your music, and it's so nice. The whole session is like whenever you go live, I will just quickly go online when I can, because it's different to watch your live, right? And after that, so what inspired you into using music as part of the transformation?
That's a great question. So as a singer-songwriter, I know what goes into writing music. And essentially, as musicians and singer-songwriters, we write about life. We experience life, and then we put that into art. So even painters and poets, we express different themes and experiences of life through music. And so that's how people relate to it. So I give you an example, right? when you're heartbroken, you have that one sad song that you always go to, right? Everybody, yes. Adeline, I'm sure you have one, right?
Even if after 10 years, you listen to the song, you will remember the pain,
Exactly. Yeah. So you remember the pain. So there's a compassion there. Yeah. There's also an honoring, because you get to reflect on how far you've come since you experienced that pain, right? So it can actually create an emotion in you. It can recreate that pain again. But the important thing about recreating the pain is realizing how far you've come, that actually in that moment in time when you were feeling that pain, you never imagined you were ever going to feel better. You never imagined that you would feel love again, or that you would be okay. So you get to reflect and go, wow, look how far I've come. So you see that as already as a healing tool, as a tool for self-reflection and contemplation. Okay. So what inspired me is that as a singer-songwriter, I understand the energy that goes into writing music, and then therefore why people connect with music. So what I just did with you is combining the life coaching aspect into listening to music. I say to you, listen to this song. Now let's talk about how it makes you feel and the memories that are associated with that, and what that memory represents today for you. Okay. So that's it. I basically reverse engineered my life. I reflected and saw how I used music to get me through struggles in life, like how people have a running playlist, a workout playlist. Maybe you have a playlist that when you come home from work, you unwind to, or you have a playlist to prepare yourself for sleep. Well, can you imagine if you prepared a playlist for every chapter in your life? How powerful that would be.
I think unconsciously we have that. Like when child time, we have our favorite singer, and then when we're growing up, we have a favorite song, and when we prepare for our next chapter of our life, for example, the wedding, we have a wedding song list, and then when growing up with kids, we have kids song list.
Exactly.
So even when I watch back to a certain song that my daughter playing, I say, hey, remember when you played this song, you were how many months old? And I will relate, because I remember the moment when she was watching that song. I mean, so I think unconsciously we have a playlist in our brain, in our mind, back at the back of our head, that reminds us in a very different chapter in our life.
Yes. And so what I do is I bring the awareness to it. I bring it into the consciousness, because when we bring it into the awareness space, the consciousness space, we can see the wisdom, and we can incorporate the wisdom that comes with it. So where does mindfulness come in as well? Mindfulness to me is about being conscious. It's about being aware.
Yeah.
And, mindfulness is kind of all the rage right now. Everything, you see the word everywhere, right? Being mindful. And for me, I prefer to say being more conscious, or you hear people say being more aware. So kind of slowing down and noticing things more, living life, observing what is happening. And when we observe and we're not attached to an experience, then we can choose how we want that experience to feel, right? What we want to do with that experience. And essentially for me, I always bring what I call the lens of fearless curiosity. I invite all of us to go back to what we were like when we were children. You're a mom.
Yeah.
You see how curious your child is.
Yes.
Right? Even as a baby, when we were first discovering our limbs and our fingers, we were looking at things like with such wonder. Yeah. As we grow up, we become very jaded. We become very tainted. We think we know it all because, I've experienced that. Yeah, next time I do it, I know what to expect.
Yeah.
The reality is there are no two moments in life that are the same. So if we can step back and go, I know I had one experience before, but I'm going to be open and I'm going to look out to what is going to be different in this experience. That is connecting with curiosity.
Okay.
And it's a fearlessness, because we always want the security of, I know what's coming.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
But if I can let go of that, and there can be a little bit fearless in the sense that, okay, what's coming? I'm ready for it. Yes. When it comes, I'll know in the moment what to do. And if I don't know what to do, that's also okay. I'll ask for help, or, trust in being able to make the decision in the moment.
Yes.
That to me is all mindfulness. It's just being aware, being open.
That's why I'm trying to do with you, because I know that when I'm with you, I can just let go of the first session when I was talking to you, I was prepared, right? And this session I said, okay, I'm just gonna let go. I'm just gonna be with you. And I just gonna soak into whatever that you're gonna share with me and just ask you questions that pop up from my head, like be in the moment. And one of the questions that I have that pop up in my head is, well, how do you relate this with dream? Like, do you dream, like, do you get into dream? Like, for example, I still dream of my like 10, 15 years ago. I still go back to that scene, and I'm there as a third party, and I see myself, and I can feel and hear and try to speak, but I can't. I have those moments, like maybe once every 3-4 months, and especially when I'm down, I'll have that kind of dream. So how do you interpret that, being mindful, being, you get what I mean, like to go into that area?
That's a great question. And just to be clear, it's not like I read dreams or anything. This is just through my perspective. Okay. So when I talk about dreams, I don't necessarily mean the dreams you have when you're sleeping. I'm talking about the dreams that you have that are visions. Okay. So for example, let me just give you a framing. For example, as a child, I always dreamt of being on stage. That was my dream, to be on stage, right? But as an adult now, I don't have that dream anymore because I've lived it. I was saying somewhere, I've been on stage. So I literally lived my dream. That dream was a premonition. That dream was, I like to say, your dreams are realities waiting to happen. They're whispers of realities waiting to happen.
Yes.
It's like your higher self, if you believe in God, or if you have a spiritual practice, like that's your purpose. Part of your purpose is whispered to you in your dreams. Okay. Now, in your case, you're talking as an adult, you have a dream that keeps reappearing. Am I understanding that right? Okay. So again, same thing. It's a whisper of a reality. Something within you is saying, Alan, pay attention. So are you willing to share it with us now?
My dream?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh my God, let's do it. By the way, everybody who's watching, this is incredible the way Adeline is just like, she's playing. This is my thing as well. Let's play. Okay, so what's the dream?
This dream, I don't share with anyone. I mean, actually, I share it to my best friend, but no one would know about this. It has happened for more than a decade, more than 10 years. And I keep having this dream because before this is a relationship thing. And before I met my husband, I had a very serious relationship, and it ended up with a breakup because we were long distance. And then I think I always go back to the scene where I try to talk to him. I try to talk to, so to me, my interpretation is that it is unresolved. And up until today, it is unresolved, that I still feel that things are not resolved and I don't get the answer, and for the past 10 years, maybe twice or thrice a year, I get to dream that scene where he's there, he's having coffee with me, or being with his family, or that I'll be there, and I will try to find the time to try to talk to him. And I never get to talk to him, and it keeps repeating.
All right. So I think your intuition is really spot on. There's obviously something unresolved there. That's why there's a part of you that keeps saying to you, resolve this. But it doesn't necessarily mean you need to go to him to resolve it. Yeah. Something within you that requires resolution. So if you're curious, then the prompt for you would be, connect with what it is that you're looking to resolve. So is it, for example, forgiveness? What is it that you're searching to say to him in that dream? Whatever it is that you're wanting to say that you can't in the dream, that is what you need to say to yourself.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's deep. Yeah.
So whatever, and maybe there's a yearning. Maybe you want to resolve this because you want to feel something. Maybe you don't feel safe, or maybe you don't feel complete, right? Yeah. So the completion, and this is a conditioning. We're often conditioned to feel that in order to feel complete, I need to look for something outside of me. Yeah. For example, I'll give you an example. We're trained to know that if there's something wrong with us, we have to go to a doctor to fix us. Okay. Yeah. Which to a certain extent, yes, we go to a doctor to guide us. But actually, for something like this, if I'm having sleepless nights for weeks or months, the first thing I can do is ask myself, what am I doing that might be causing me sleepless nights, right? Yeah. But for most people, they'll just go straight to the doctor and ask the doctor, give me something to fix my sleepless night.
Yeah.
But if I self-reflect, and that's to me being mindful, that's being aware, I bring it home to myself first, then I might discover that, oh, I'm drinking coffee at 6 p.m. Maybe I should cut the coffee. Or maybe it's, oh, I'm eating a lot of sugar, and so it's making me hyper, right? Any number of things. Or maybe I'm going for a run at 7 p.m. and so it's making, building up my energy instead of me unwinding. Maybe I'm on the phone in bed right up until the time I sleep. So circling back again, when I talk about dreams or dreaming, first of all, I believe our dreams are whispers of reality waiting to happen. So anything I see in my dream, my vision, I always bring it back to myself. Everything is about me, my awareness of me, where I am, who I am, what I'm experiencing, and most importantly, why. And I can find the answers, all the answers within me by being curious first.
Yeah.
That was a lot of things I said. So I want to check with you. How are you?
Being fearless and being curious at the same time, because some people, they are curious, but they are fearful.
Yes, because we are also conditioned to be afraid of what we don't know.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
We're conditioned that. But I have to remind everybody, including you, Adeline, we were born with a level of fearlessness. So let's be clear. We do have a certain level of fear for survival, right?
Yeah.
Like if I were to see, a dinosaur outside my window, I need the fear to run away.
Yes.
Okay, that's important. And by the way, our brain, is wired for that. We are wired to scan for danger for our survival.
Yeah.
So we know that automatically we're wired for survival fear.
Yeah.
But not everything in life is about survival. So for example, I don't know what my dream means. Right? That's not a case of survival.
Yeah.
Why would I be afraid to explore what my dream means? I don't think I'm going to die from it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So awareness, mindfulness of that will support me in diving in more.
Yeah.
Being fearless, because there's no need for any real fear there. If anything, my curiosity is telling me the more questions I ask, the better I know myself.
Yeah. Yeah. That is very important. I think for people that don't know how to go around it, they would need some kind of mentor, some kind of coach, which you comes in it. You step in to be the person to guide them through. Yeah. So that is the role that you play, which is very important, because like you said from the very beginning, you are there to help us to find ourselves. And that is very special, because to be able to do that, you yourself have to be very mindful as well.
Absolutely spot on. You heard the phrase, you got to walk the talk.
Yes.
Well, absolutely. And as much, so I need to embody what it is that I guide people on. So I want to come back to you for a minute, Adeline.
Yes.
I want to ask you this question.
Yes.
When you reflect on that dream, right, is there a song that comes up?
There's no song, but there's voice. I remember his voice.
Yeah, but is there a song that you could give that would represent that dream?
No, there's no songs. There's only voice, and I still remember the voice. Yeah.
Are you willing to share what the words are?
There's no words. There's just voice. Not very clear.
And what does the voice feel like? What do you feel when you hear this voice?
Wanting to continue the conversation.
Okay. Why do you want to continue the conversation?
To ask questions that I don't get to ask, like why do you decided to break up with me? Something like that.
Okay. And is there an emotion there? Is there a sadness? Is there a loss?
Actually, there's a very strong emotion because after that relationship, actually, I went into a very, very, very serious depression, and I actually went for counseling, like 20 hours, 20 hours of very traumatic session where they sit you in a room and you just have to talk and cry and imagine and stuff. So I gone through that because my mom signed me up to it because I was like lifeless, and and that's when I that's the incident that drew myself and my mom closer, because I was alone in KL, and then she just signed me up for a SIM card, and I can just call her at night 2-3 o'clock and just cry, and she'll listen to me crying. And that's how bad it was. And then she said, okay, come back to Kuching. Then I went back Kuching, and she just signed me up for counseling session, and I gone through 20 hours of that.
But you still have this dream, right?
Yes.
Still have this dream. It's incredible. First of all, I really want to say thank you for being so vulnerable and sharing with us this very personal journey. So what I would like to say to you is, I would like to suggest to you to listen to a couple of songs every time you have this vision, this dream. So this was a very significant relationship. Am I right?
Yes.
Very significant. Okay. So I'd like you to go listen to the song called Because You Loved Me by Celine Dion. Okay, that's what's coming up for me right now, because I have a sense that there is a gratitude that you have for this relationship. So to be clear, this is not about the person. Okay, this is about the journey that you went through, and it was such a big part of your life, right? And that, when we end a cycle in our lives, or when we end a relationship, we have to grieve it, because we're moving on from it, but we grieve it, and often we don't get to grieve it. What is a very powerful practice as we're grieving is gratitude, is to actually say, wow, thank you for that experience. And if so, I don't know why that song's coming up in me. I'm saying to you, maybe listen to that song Because You Love Me. And in a way, you needed, the end of this relationship required you to then learn how to love yourself. That's what I'm sensing. Because often when we're young and we go into early relationships, everything is about the other person.
You know what I did like 6-7 years ago? You know what I did? I went back to the place where we first met, and I recognize the table, I recognize the chair, and I actually said bye. Okay, this is enough. Like, I have enough of this, and I just went there and I said, I just look at it and said, okay, I have it. But it doesn't end it. I thought it would end it, but it doesn't. I tried my best. So,
So life is so much more than thoughts, what we think we must do, and even physical action. A lot of it has got to do with our emotions, which is something we can't touch. It's intangible. So this is where the power of music and mindfulness and mental health, this is my arena, comes in, that we can listen to the music, and that music will be the vehicle. It'll allow us to feel what we need to feel, and in a way, process, like move through the emotion. Have you heard of this song before?
Yes. I love Celine Dion. I know when she lost her husband, and she went downhill, and she lost a lot of weight, and she cannot perform, and now she's alive again. She met someone, and so I followed her journey as well. She's one of my favorite singer.
So my suggestion to you is you please process it cognitively, and you've processed it physically, like you went back, you went to rewrite, bring a new experience. And now it probably is just your emotional landscape needs to realign. And I would use music for that. I would use a song like Because You Loved Me. Remember, it's not actually to that person. It's singing to it's a song that takes you through the journey of emotions in dedication to the experience of that relationship. How does that sound, even as I'm sharing it too? How does that sound?
I can't wait to try it. To really it doesn't bother me, but once in a while it bothers me because I don't really dream. I don't usually dream. I don't realize that I dream, but only special dreams like this I remember.
So it's a whisper, right? Something is telling you something.
Yes.
Yeah. So and you're looking for that completion.
And it has been 10 years. And it comes back every 3-4 months. It's crazy. So this is something that sometimes I talk to my friend. I say something is wrong somewhere. Something is not resolved somewhere. But for me, I'm not ready to confront the person. Like I said, I'm not ready. I don't think it's that person. I think it's myself. I need to deal with my own self.
Well, that's a beautiful mindfulness right there.
Yeah.
Because you're aware.
Yeah.
And ultimately everything is about you. You often hear people say, oh, you need closure. Actually, I don't necessarily subscribe to that. For me, closure is about you or the individual making a decision. You just make the decision. Because can you imagine if we say we need the closure, and let's say in particular children and parents as adults, if I need to have closure with a parent who's passed away, what do I do with that? I'm hanging forever, like I can never complete it. Everything is about within you. You need to find the closure within you. So you're clearly very connected, very mindful about that. You know that you want to own this experience and you're searching for a way to do that. And so that's my offering to you today, that song.
Thank you so much. Yes, because of the experience I have, the mental struggle, I'm very mindful of what going in my head. That's why I'm always connecting and trying to find myself. That's why I'm very interested in what you're saying as well, the mindfulness. Yeah, thank you so much for your sharing. And I think I have no question for you for now. But do you have some kind of platform that we can hop onto?
Of course.
Explore more.
So I'm in the process of revamping everything that I'm doing. My main focus now is about building community. And what that looks like is so you can find me on Instagram, Facebook. I'm mainly on Instagram and sharing lots of different things on there. The community I'm building is what is important to me. And it's like what we just experienced here. I do this in group sessions where we get to explore, we get to talk about what's happening in our lives together. It's not counseling and it's definitely not therapy. And it's in some formats, it can be coaching. Those are the paid programs. But I also have opportunities where we can come together in community and I will lead and prompt like this. And there's no charge. It's like my service to community. Right? But the intention for that is to first show you the power of you and how mindfulness is not something that you need to acquire or achieve. We already have mindfulness within us. It's just simply about connecting you to that mindfulness. And then I introduce this tool of using music. So if you'd like to join that community, there's 2 ways that you can do that. You can head over to find me on Clubhouse. Okay, so Melissa Indot on Clubhouse. Or if you search for the club Being Curious and Fearless, that is the community there. That's the first place that I would go. Otherwise, you can find me on Instagram under Melissa Indot. And if you head to my bio, you'll see a link that says join the community and you'll get all the updates. One other way also on Instagram, if you go to Being Curious Fearless, you'll get straight to that the Instagram version of the community and go to the bio and join through there as well.
I was going through your link tree and there's this Shopify. So you have a Shopify list. Spotify, correct?
Yes, I do. I do. I have weekly community rooms on Clubhouse right now, but I'll be taking them off of Clubhouse as well, where it'll be members only. And we go together. We'll journey through music. We'll reflect, right? And then you get the playlist, all the notes and the contemplation. So I actually have that now for free for everybody. So thank you for pointing that out, Adeline. If you go to my Instagram bio, you'll see free resources. Go and get it. Go grab it. It's yours. There's no clickbait. I don't need your email. I just want everybody to be able to create a life that is yours, live on purpose, be you and know that being you creates impact. And we do this in community. That's the power of community.
Thank you so much, Melissa. Thank you for your sharing and all the knowledge that you share. We look forward to hop onto your platform and get to know you better, and also being guided by you, especially. I think this is something that is very special now, because you can't find this kind of thing, this kind of mentor, or what do you call it, coach in the society right now. Is very different. You are very different. You are very special. Thank you so much.
Oh my goodness, Adeline. Thank you. I really appreciate this. And it's a privilege to be invited to speak for your community. And I really, again, want to honor how you have pivoted your business, and also you have a serving heart. You really, really want to support people in their transformation and healing journey, and community is a big thing for you too. So we're aligned. I'm very happy and proud to be part of this. Thank you.
Thank you so much.